nung bata ka ba, hindi ka ba nagkaroon ng stage na medyo naging liberated ka dahil wala yung tatay mo?
When I was 16, when I was entering college, I was liberated. I thought my boobs will be the way to get men.
Okay.
And then, nung mga na-expose na ako sa work, dun ko na-realize na hindi pala effective yon. You will only attract guys that will like you for your body, not for your brain. I grew up, sobrang hirap po. To the point na ang baon ko lang minsan, 5 piso, pamasahe lang. Tapos ang baon ko sa school, tuyo. Tapos may panahon pa ng buhay ko na yung kailangan namin kumuha ng talbos ng kamote sa labas para lang kumain ng gabi. Kasi syempre nakakaya, kapitbahay mo, di ka magpapaalam, di ba?
But you're from Manila?
Yeah, I was born and raised in Manila. I was born in Blumentritt. Blumentritt, di ba? So talagang sanay na sanay ako
Humble
sa
beginnings talaga.
Hirap. Still wanna be the soft and the feminine and forgiving girl that I always used to be. But I realized I need to change in order for me to be the protector of my son. So dati nauuto ako eh. Tapos ang ending, I will go back na sugatan ako sa anak ko. Sinong magsasuffer? Yung anak ko. Biglang iinit ang ulo ko, biglang masisigawan. Anong kasalanan ng bata sa mundo? Kaya ngayon, medyo naging tough na ako. Since I've been living since 15 years old and no one was saving me ever since, you become like that. You adopt to a person that you want.
Oh my gosh.
Diba? Kasi pag umiyak ako, tumawag ako, may sasagot ba? Lalo na, single mom ka, tapos talagang yung diba wala akong pera eh, galing to sa zero eh. Wala kang oras mag-breakdown. Pag matanda ka na pala, may nararamdaman nyo na ba? Like, for example, recently lang, may taong kumukulo yung dugo ko. And then I research na bakit ang weird. She's a nice person, pero bakit
Don't
dugo
like
ko?
that person, no?
And then eventually, kaya pala siya ganun. Kasi she will eventually...
Lahat ng tao ngayon tatapang na. So ano ibig sabihin ang tatapang ng mga tao? Parang, sige.
Clyde, explain.
I can just get away with it.
Yeah.
So ibig sabihin, assholing kita, papahiyain kita sa maraming tao, tas pwede lang, ang katapat nun, I'm sorry.
As you go older, you grow wiser.
Yeah.
As you grow wiser, you set boundaries nga.
Okay.
Para hindi ka din maabuso. Because
never akong umiiwas sa argument. Hindi ako war freak ha. Hindi ako war freak. Pero hindi ako umiiwas sa argument kung kailangan. Kasi parang ganito yan eh.
Every battle changes the person that you are dealing with. Kung dati tatanga-tanga pa ako, ngayon hindi na ako tatanga-tanga. Dati mabait ka pa. Ngayon yung bait mo may limitations na. So yes, I do apply it in my business. Ngayon, medyo stricter na ako. Medyo mas mabait, mas lenient ako sa ibang bagay. Pero dahil sa continuous betrayals along the way, nag-iiba ka talaga eh. Kahit gusto mong pagbigyan yung tao, may takot ka ng sumugal ulit. So eventually pala, lahat ng napagdaanan ko will lead me back to where I am good at. So yes, you are right that sometimes may time na siya, anong gagawin ko sa buhay ko? Ba't na naman wala na naman ako ng trabaho? Hindi ba tama ba yung sabi ng nanay ko? Naninggas ko ako na wala na akong mararating sa buhay. And then, at the age of 33, ayan, na-realize ko na.
Steph, alam mo ba kung ano topic natin tonight?
Hindi, sabi ko nga, ang ganda ng punta ko dito. Ang ganda ng content natin, hindi natin alam.
Ayan, surprise! Kasi ang topic natin for tonight, Built by Battles, How Struggles Shape Who We Are.
Sobrang ganda, Bray.
Medyo malalim to, Derek.
Podcast na naman with Gerald at Brian. Aral lang pulutan sa inuman at kwentuhan. Pinagsamang veterano, parehong talentado. Ihanda ang mic at baso sa lames at intablado. Gusto ko ganito, ang kwentuhan lang ay easy. Nagiging totoo lalo pag naka-whiskey. Pero hinay lang, para goods pa rin ang kidney. Pormahang mabait pero mga bara deadly. Hugot lang ang beat pero kumakalabit. Hip-hop kalakit sa struggles ko sa streets. Kung usapang patagisan, huwag magbaka sa kalibro. Utak namin hinulman ng kali at sa kalibro.
Tara, pag-usapan natin dito, kwento mo sa buhay. Kasamang mga pogs, ilabas lahat ng tunay. Mag-relax lang tayo, sober man o tipsy. Aral makukuha mo sa Life Over Whiskey.
Mula sa baba, ngayon tinitingala. Inakit ko ang bunga, hindi lang basta tumingala. Pogs na ngayon ang bata na minsang pariwara. Wala ngang imposible at merong himala. Marami ang nagtatanong pala, isipan. Pristang isagot ko lang, ay aking ginalingan.
Welcome to Life Over Whiskey Podcast, where we share valuable life lessons and stories you can learn from over a glass of whiskey. My name is Brian.
I'm Gerald, and welcome to Life Over Whiskey.
Direk Chen, ito pa rin tayo sa napakagandang studio ng Tritone.
Nakita ba nila ang setup natin? Ibang-iba na ngayong Season 6.
Grabe, no? World class na.
Iba.
Kaya kayo guys, mga ka-whiskey, if you're interested in maybe launching your own podcast show, check out Tritone Studios. Starting this September, direct, mag-entertain na sila, mag-accommodate na sila for people who want to experience yung ganitong level of production.
So hindi lang pang content create.
Hindi lang.
Kumbaga, welcome to everybody.
Welcome to everybody. Open for anyone who has a message to share.
At maraming salamat kay VJ, kay Erwin, at kay Direk MJ, at sa lahat ng staff behind the scenes, Brian.
Exactly. And of course, ang paboritong whiskey ng ating mga kalubarkada.
Ayan.
Charles and James, maraming salamat. So Direk, for tonight, our guest, if I may introduce, she is a powerhouse behind the brand Miss Manila Lux and Lux Manila Bags. From being one half of a successful luxury resale duo to building her own empire. She is now known as one of the most trusted voices in the luxury bag industry in the Philippines. She's a certified bag authenticator, a fearless entrepreneur, and the founder of a revolutionary luxury pawn shop offering fair, higher price loans with heart. But more than that, she is a single mom, a podcast host, and a modern Filipina rewriting the rules of luxury, making it more accessible, honest, and empowering for the everyday woman. Mga ka-whiskey, mga kalubarkada, please help me welcome. Please help us welcome ang ating guest for tonight, Stephanie Ontenco.
Hi.
Hi! Gusto ko yung ganda pa kong bisay. Parang, hi!
It's so weird to be here. Like, I'm used to being on my own. And then now, grabe kasi yung setup ninyo. First time kong mahiya.
Mm-hmm. And I was there when you shot an episode. Actually, with the next guest natin later on. But, you know, I'm happy and we're so happy that you're part of our episode tonight.
Thank you. I feel honored to be here.
It's our pleasure, Derek.
Actually, Brian, maganda i-share mo yung short story na we both invited her. Pero it turns out, di ba, I didn't ask you na in-invite mo pala siya.
Ni-refer lang siya sa'yo.
Oo, ni-refer lang siya sa... Anyway, it turns out na si Bri pala, nung nag-shoot kayo, in-invite ka pala ni Bri for Life Over Whiskey.
Pero parang he's asking, sa'yo muna daw i-consult.
Yes, and then the next day, lo and behold.
Oo, hindi ko alam na nag-meet na kayo. And
Exactly,
then sabi ko,
exactly.
would you want to be a guest in Life Over Whiskey?
No, just to give a behind the scene lang of how this came to be. Sabi namin, I like her energy. I wanna consult direct kung interesado siya. The next day, it happened.
Yeah.
There are times talaga pag hindi mo pinilit eh.
Yeah.
Abutan pa niya ako naka-duster. Gusto mo ba yun? Because it's already night. Tapos sabi ko, hindi ko alam na may darating pa. Tapos naka-duster, nandito na ako, di ba? Ito na ako.
She's so authentic kasi.
Authentic.
Yung energy, you feel it eh. Diba?
That's what we like. Lalo na dito sa Life Over Whiskey. We share real life stories from real people. Direk. At saka, Steph, alam mo ba kung ano topic natin tonight?
Hindi, sabi ko nga, ang ganda ng punta ko dito. Ang ganda ng content natin, hindi natin alam.
Surprise! Kasi ang topic natin for tonight, built by battles, how struggles shape who we are.
Wow.
Sobrang ganda, Bri.
Medyo malalim to, Derek. And Steph, before we dive right into the topic, can you share with us sa mga ka-whiskey natin your background story? How did you grow up? Did you grow up in a well-off family? How was it like?
Oh, everyone is in awe when they hear my story. I did not grow up with money. I grew up, sobrang hirap po. To the point ng baon ko lang minsan, 5 piso pamasahe lang. Tapos ang bahon ko sa school, tuyo. Tapos may panahon pa ng buhay ko na yung kailangan namin kumuha ng talbos ng kamote sa labas para lang kumain ng gabi. Kasi syempre nakakaya, kapitbahay mo, di ka magpapaalam, di ba?
But you're from Manila.
Yeah, I was born and raised in Manila. I was born in Blumentritt. Blumentritt, di ba? So talagang sanay na sanay ako
Humble
sa hirap.
beginnings talaga.
Hirap. So yes, I really believe that I was born sa lugar na mahirap, pero pasalamat dun sa pamilya ko na nilagay nila sa utak ko na kailangan kong mag-aral. Kasi yun lang yung makakapag-ahon sa hirap. And then, lo and behold, I learned that if you work hard, for example, if I became a valedictorian in a public school, I would be a scholar in high school, which is I did. And then after that, kailangan ko ulit. And then, continuous lang yung opportunity that was given. Until I continue kasi proving ko, di ba, sa sarili ko. So yun yung buhay ko. Galing po talaga tayo sa hirap.
So when you say galing ka sa hirap at kumukuha talbos ba? No? So paano yun? Every time you go to school, may mga times ba na all throughout ba public school or nagkaroon ka na rin ng parang scholar ka on a private school?
Nung high school lang ako. Nung naging valedictorian lang ako, dun lang ako karoon ng access to private school.
Okay, so let's just say na you're in a private school. Hindi ka ba nahihiya sa mga kaklase mo na yung kaklase mo? Laki ng baon, tapos yayayain ka nila.
lumabas, di ba?
Tara,
Tapos,
labas tayo, kain tayo, tapos ikaw.
may dala kang tuyo.
Paano yun? Kwento mo naman.
Nung mga una, yung first year ko, it was so hard kasi ang yayaman ng mga kaklase ko, I was from Lourdes, Quezon City. Lourdes, Quezon City. Tapos sobrang ang yayaman nila. Tapos parang lahat sila lagi may baon, recess may baon. Tapos ang pinakakinaingitan ko doon, yung may pera silang pambili sa kantin. Wala akong perang pambili
Anong
sa
batch
kantin.
mo ng LSQC?
2008.
LSQC din kasi ako, by the way.
my God,
Grade school.
Pax et bono!
Let us blend our tongues together. Oh my gosh. Small world.
A small world. Ikaw, ano mo?
2005 ako graduate.
Wow. So baka nag-abot pa tayo ng
High
1
school.
year. First year ako eh.
High school, hindi na ako nag-high school sa
Hindi ka na
Lourdes.
nag-high school.
UST
Ikaw
na
yung
ako.
interview, sorry.
Hindi. Bakit ako yung interview niya, di ba? Podcast mo to, te.
Ayun, so going back, yeah, it was very hard knowing that wala akong pambili. But then eventually, life, even though young pa ako, it taught me that may mga tao palang mababait. Meron akong mga kaibigan. Quote-unquote, siya yung gumagastos para sa akin kapag alam niyang wala akong pera.
Nililibre ka
May
na?
ganyan talagang dynamic pag high school. Meron kang isang rich friend na magsasagot sa'yo. May ganyan talagang dynamic, di ba?
Tapos meron
Kasi parang nakakaya naman na parang ikaw, kumakain ka ng masarap, tapos yung kaibigan mo nakatingin lang sa'yo. Di ba?
Tapos meron din yung mga tao na alam nila na kunyari kulang yung baon ko, yung nanay nila magdadala ng extra na ulam para sa akin. Ganun. Because parang Lourdesian ako. Tapos parang it was the first 2 years ata na may babae. So alam nila na kapag papasok sa Lourdes na babae, either scholar talaga. Parang 60% scholar or 70% scholar. So alam nila medyo mahirap.
Pero wala ka namang face na sa buhay mo na parang you pretend to be someone that you're not. Meaning, kunyari, let's say, kasi ako, high school, di ba, parang noon naman, karamihan pag high school, wala namang materialistic dyan eh. Di ba? Wala naman eh, pag high school ka. Pero meron din namang iba na parang gusto lang nila yung
Show
rare
off
case.
ba, ganun?
Show off. May time ba na parang may kaklase ka, nahihiya kang sabihin sa dito ka lang nakatira or ito lang yung pera mo? May ganung face ka ba?
I never had. I think kasi iniisip ko, yung mga nakapaligid naman sa akin nung panahon na yun, mababait at tinutulungan ako. Basta magsabi lang ako ng totoo.
So wala namang parang, sorry to say, ng asshole sa'yo na parang, ay, ayoko maging friend si Steph kasi ganito lang siya.
Parang wala.
Wala naman.
Mas nung tumanda na ako, doon lang. Pero nung high school, it was a good high school.
Oh wow, that's nice.
At least may good experience.
Galing. So okay, fast forward tayo. So,
Scholarship throughout the years.
Okay, tuloy ang kwento. So, paano naging storya pa ng buhay mo? So, ano ba, una pag-graduate mo ba? Smooth sailing agad? Yumamang ka ba? Ano naging trabaho mo?
Hindi, kasi parang nangyari sa akin, during that time, tama yung tanong mo, na paano yun? Wala akong pera, di ba? Nakakahiya naman laging manghingi, tsaka manlibre. Magpalibre.
May masmasan din siya, di ba?
May masmasan din ako na parang nakakahiya naman. Siyempre, may gusto rin siya sa buhay niya. So, malala niyo yung part dati, yung first business ko, was yung CDR King.
Yeah.
CDR King. Tapos kailangan, natuto yung Lourdes, third year high school namin. Kailangan namin lagi na may rewritable CD. Pagtatawid ka sa may National Bookstore, 75 yun. Tapos that time, yung nanay ko nasa abroad na. So meron siyang padala laging pera na parang 1 month kong pagkakasyahin. So ang gagawin ko, bibili ko siya ng CD sa CDR King na 15. Bibenta ko ng 35. So doon ako nakakuha ng
entrepreneur
pera.
talaga.
And then, nung 4th year high school naman, ang pinaka-nakakatawa just to get by, syempre, tapos na, kilala na lahat yung CDR King. Everyone is knows
Buying
how to
na
buy.
doon, no?
Yes, so patay na yung business na yun. Ang next business ko is, dati kasi yung 4th year high school, 4th floor ka sa Lourdes, bago ka makabili sa canteen, edi ang tagal, di ba? Minsan may 10 minutes break lang, 15 minutes break, na kung bababa takyat ka, ubus na oras mo. So, gumawa ako, nagbenta ko ng mga munchers, sweet corn, sweet tea.
Parang di na sila bumaba.
Tapos sasabihin ko talaga, 5 piso yung patong ko, kesa bumaba ka.
Uy, pero ang galing na.
Honest selling.
Kasi
ako nga, from the very beginning pa
Yeah,
lang.
honest selling.
Kasi ako parang ewan ko, this is the rule. I mean, ngayon na lang feeling ko na inaamin ng mga tao yung markup nila eh. But in reality, for a business person, hindi mo sasabihin yung markup mo. But it only shows na meron kang charm. Alam mo kung bakit? Sasabihin mo markup mo, bibili pa rin sa'yo.
Papaliwanag mo kasi kung bakit 5 piso, bababa ka pa ba o aakyat ka?
Bababa ka at aakyat ka pa eh. For 5 pesos only, hindi ka na bababa at hindi ka na ulit aakyat.
At may chance pa na pagbaba mo, wala na yung muncher. Sa akin, meron.
Sabagay.
Nabenta na tayo.
Galing.
Diba?
Ang galing.
So that was your like first experience ba in like the CDR King and then
CDR
selling
King,
off?
Then I graduated, I went to Letran. Doon ko naramdaman yung sinasabi mo na yung parang sobrang taas nila na hindi ako makasabay. Na ang baon, ang magyaya sila McDo, ang baon ko lang per day 70 pesos. Pagkakasyahin ko na yun mula umaga hanggang gabi. Maglamang McDo sila, edi ubos na yung 40 pesos ko. It felt really out of place. Lumipat ako ng school, nag-lyceum na ako agad.
Just because you felt that?
Yes, really. First time kong manliit.
Siguro, I mean, hindi lang sa McDonald's yun, but that's just an example. But there are many things siguro na ano ba to? Ewan ko kung naramdaman mo to. Kasi when I was young, naramdaman ko to. Yung mga kaklase mo di kotse, tas ikaw parang makikisabay ka lang or hindi ka isasabay.
Hindi ako isasabay. More than
exactly. Yun yung feeling ng isang bata kasi. Lalo na college ka.
You don't know anyone.
Yeah.
Nangangapa ka. Tapos yun talaga yung sa akin, yung parang sa kanila yung pera, 7-Eleven kaya nilang pumasok anytime. Samantalang ako, hindi ko kayang pumasok doon. Tapos pag lunch break nila, syempre, di ba may mga project gagawa ka, hindi ka rin makasabay. Kasi ang pera ko lang talaga is 70. So, paano ko kakain? Kailangan ko umuwi ng dorm ko at kainin ko yung sardinas. Kasi yun lang yung kasya sa pera ko. That's why, meron tayong bagong business.
Okay.
Gusto mo ba yun? Yung bagong business natin is, yun yung Multiply site.
Yeah, Multiply. Of course.
That was my first social, yun yung platform ko. Kasi nakita ko doon, may nag-uukay-ukay, tapos nabibenta nila ng times 3, times 4. Merong system na pag pinost mo yun, you can bid, you can steal, and you can mine the price. That time, I was very lucky again to be with another person. His name is Kuya Ronald. Nag-photography siya, nag-aaral siya ng photography. So pupunta ako ng ukay-ukay, ako yung model, ipopost ko. Tapos dami kong pera kasi yung 50 pesos ko nagiging 350. Tapos natutunan ko na rin yung JNT, yung panahon pa lang na pwede pala na pick upin sa'yo. Dami ko natutunan doon. And then yun na yung pinaka...
So si Ronald, yung friend mo, siya yung nagpo-photo sa'yo.
Kasi ISO ng Aperture. Ayan. Nag-aaral din siya ng mga ganyan. So sa kanya, ako, willing victim naman ako kasi ipopost ko doon, di ba? Because when the picture is better, you can price better too.
Ganda nun.
I like that.
Kasi when you're selling something, may perception pa rin ng value based on how people see it eh.
I know.
Regardless of whatever you're selling.
So yun ulit yung nakatawid sa buhay natin.
That was the time na college ka. So you dived into like ukay-ukay din. Was that like your gateway to luxury? Na parang
Not
may mga good pieces or steal ka na ukay? Like,
Not yet. Kasi my gateway after that, since parang sabi ko, ang hirap ng buhay, no? Paano ko pagkakasyahin yung 4,000 na binibigay ng nanay ko sa 30 days na nakadorm ako? Tapos parang sa akin pa yung labas, sa akin pa yung computer rate, tapos yung printing, 10 piso yun, di ba?
But what does mother do ba?
My mother is a single mother. She is working in Kuwait as a secretary that time, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Ang sahod lang ata niya is around 20,000.
So ano ka lang? Parang isa ka lang?
May isa pa akong kapatid na nandoon na nag-aaral that time sa international school sa Kuwait. Kasi para kasama niya yung kapatid ko.
Yes, I understand. Now, pero si dad ba? Ano nangyari kay dad?
So makabilang bahay, tapos makabilang buhay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
But he was there. He was not actively there. But he will visit me from time to time until 10 years old ako. Ganon.
Dear, I would like to ask her something, Bri. If may I. No?
Sure, sir.
Hindi ba naka-affect yun na nung bata ka ba, hindi ka ba nagkaroon ng stage na medyo naging liberated ka dahil wala yung tatay mo? Kasi di ba parang sabi nila, usually daw pag ang isang babae, hindi nagabayan ng tatay, nagkakaroon ng daddy issues. Did you ever felt that?
I agree. You know, when I look back, when I was 16, when I was entering college, I was liberated. I thought my boobs will be the way to get men.
Okay.
And then, nung mga nag-expose na ako sa work, dun ko na-realize na hindi pala effective yon. You will only attract guys that will like you for your body, not for your brain. Totoo yan ha. Kaya kayo, kung kaya nyo magstay sa pamilya nyo, magstay kayo sa pamilya niyo. It affects us, the kids.
Grabe, no? Naramdaman mo sa kanya.
Naramdaman ko yun,
Naramdaman ko,
It affects us.
Actually, si Direk Jering kasi, Single mom.
Yeah, single mom. I was raised... I told her that when I went to her shop. Sabi ko, basta parang nagkaroon lang kami very small talk. Hindi ko alam ba't napunta lang doon. Basta to the story, siya may dinideal kami no bag. Tapos parang napag-usapan lang na... Basta konti lang parang I grew up, sabi ko ata with parang with a single mom. Nagkwento rin siya that I'm a single mom. Then I met yung kanyang anak.
Yeah.
I think your story and yours as well. Ikaw kasi parang, because of the cards you've been dealt, kailangan mo dumiskarte.
Yeah,
and obviously, if you had a father,
Hindi ko kaya.
sana makatulong siya. He wouldn't let you mahirapan.
Yeah.
Diba? Obviously, your mom is supporting you even at that time, kahit maliit yung sweldo na. Pero it would have been a different story kung nandiyan yung tatay mo.
Yeah.
Sa'yo naman, Derek, actually, parang na-harden ka ng buhay. At yung early years,
Yeah.
Kilala ko, alam ko yung story ni Derek eh. Yung mga early years, parang he has to be strong. He has to have that strong personality.
Yeah.
To the point na minsan, hindi na siya, medyo off-putting na sometimes. And over the years, doon na siya nag-mellow.
Yeah.
Kaya every time, sabi, ang ganda yung dynamics yun. Sabi ko, if a person asks me, parang nyo kilala si Derek, ang ganda yung dynamics yun. I always say, kung nakalala ko si Derek, nagkakilala kami like 5-10 years ago, we would have fucking hated each other.
Yeah,
like honestly, iba yung personality niya, iba personality ko.
Yeah.
But both of you guys are hardened by life because, that's the cards you've been dealt with.
Yeah. So yan ang topic natin for tonight.
Exactly. Diba? The cards you've been dealt with. And, we were speaking about struggles eh. And obviously, it has shaped the way who you are. Do you say na even in your business, you abide by the same principles and values?
Principle and values kasi parang nare-realize ko, tama ka. Every battle changes the person that you are dealing with. Kung dati tatanga-tanga pa ako, ngayon hindi na ako tatanga-tanga. Dati mabait ka pa, ngayon yung bait mo may limitations na. So yes, I do apply it in my business too. Ngayon, medyo stricter na ako, medyo mas mabait, mas lenient ako sa ibang bagay. Pero dahil sa continuous betrayals along the way, nag-iiba ka talaga eh. Kahit gusto mong pagbigyan yung tao, may takot ka ng sumugal ulit.
Pero naniniwala ka rin ba? Ako, I understand where you're coming from because I'm sure lahat tayo, we have experienced that in some ways. Pero naniniwala rin ba kayo na it's unfair also na if we have this certain wall sa ibang tao, what if yung person naman na darating sa buhay na whether it's a platonic or non-platonic relationship, hindi rin deserve ng tao na yun yung wall natin eh. What if yung tao na darating sa buhay natin, whether it's a business partner, a friend, or a partner in life, may good intentions. Pero nagkaroon na tayo ng masamang hindi masamang experience, so nagkaroon tayo ng wall. How do you deal with that?
If you ask me, I don't want to change myself because of my bad experience. I would rather set proper boundaries and have that scrutiny or awareness, ano yung mga ayaw ko. Kasi tama ka naman eh. Like, bakit ko papasa sa'yo? Yung sama ng loob ko sa isang tao na, parang binitray ako. Diba? So, I would love to say na I don't want to change who I am. Kasi by changing, it automatically parang doesn't feel like me anymore eh. You get what I'm saying? So, parang I want to retain who I am. I would just really set boundaries para hindi na maulit yung nangyari before.
Sige. Bago mo sagutin, ako muna sasagot kasi gusto ko save the best for last eh. Ako kasi ang take ko dyan, both hybrid nun sa inyong dalawa.
Paano hybrid?
Hybrid, okay. Ako kasi, syempre pag napaso ka na, di ba? Napaso ka sa business dealing, napaso ka sa relationship, or kung ano man, sa kaibigan, napaso ka. Ako parang, ang rule ko lang dyan, I'm loving them from afar.
Okay.
Actually, kay Brian ko narinig yan una, loving them from afar. Kasi, pwede ka naman maging concerned dun sa tao at pag nangailangan ng tulong yung tao na yun, tulungan mo. Pero lagyan mo na ng boundaries. Meaning, we're friends, hindi lover, hindi pala applicable sa lover yon. But siguro sa lover, pwede mo pa rin tulungan or family. Pero, hindi na para masira yung mental health ko, yung peace ko. I would protect myself. Pero kung kailangan mo talaga ng tulong, let's say, kailangan mo emergency fund, may na-hospital. Or life and death situation, tutulungan pa rin kita. That's my take. Kaya parang hinybrid ko yung sa inyong dalawa eh. Kasi parang sabi niya, ako napaso na ako to the year. So medyo ginagawa ko na to sa negosyo ko. Ikaw naman, hindi ko gagawin to kasi parang feeling ko hindi deserve ng bagong taong papasok. So sa akin naman, hybrid. Ikaw, yung final take mo doon.
Ang final take ko dyan, the walls are created not to repel people, but to let people know how to deal with you. Diba? Kaya ka naglagay ng entry 1, entry 2, entry 3, and that's the only time that you would be giving of what they deserve. They need, now I realize, tama na tayo sa pagbibigay, pag-overgive, thinking that we would earn their trust and their love. Ngayon na-realize ko, kung gusto mo ko, come here.
Tama,
diba?
Earn the spot.
Oo, earn the spot.
Earn the spot.
Maybe I think it's because of my family background that I've always needed to prove my worth to anyone just to feel appreciated, to feel loved, to feel accepted. Ngayon lang talaga ako natuto.
Alam mo, sorry.
Parehas ba tayo?
parang version ko siya. Di ba? Napansin mo kung paano siya, how she says things.
No, filters and boundaries. It is very important eh. Para malaman mo kung sino ba yung deserving of your energy, of your space.
Yes.
Diba?
Tsaka ngayon, pag matanda ka na pala, may nararamdaman nyo na ba? Like, for example, recently lang, may taong kumukulo yung dugo ko. And then I research na bakit ang weird. She's a nice person, pero bakit parang kumukulo yung dugo ko?
You don't like that person, no?
And then eventually, kaya pala siya ganun. Kasi she will eventually do something bad.
Ako, I agree.
May gut feeling.
May gut feeling ka na.
Once you have your boundaries and you know who you are,
actually,
yung gut feeling mo tumataas.
Actually, kasi naranasan mo na eh, parang whoops. Alam mo yung spidey senses mo, na teka lang, parang same to na na-experience ko dati di ba?
Yung mga pieces, mo sasabihin, I don't like that person. Sabay taas kilay. So anyway, so ayun nga, so napunta ka na sa luxury bags business, diba? Ano yung pinaghugutan mo or idea mo na, shit, I want to do this. Ito yung bagay na career path sa akin. Kumbaga parang, ako kasi ironic siya eh. Humble beginnings ka. Pero, biglang napunta sa luxury. Parang, ano siya eh, parang night and day. Contrast.
Yes.
Diba? So, hindi ko siya, gusto ko i-explain mo sa amin paano nangyari yon.
You know, it's very timely ang question mo. Kasi parang my clients are always in awe, in a way we're in. Di ba yung katulad kong mga luxury seller, they always go out to go Europe, mga luxury, siguro punta nila. Saan ako pupunta sa Bali, magtatago, mag-isolate ako. Tapos hindi ko papakita ko ng ginagawa ko. Gusto ko lang ng simple, gusto ko lang na kumakain sa lapag.
So nag-yoga ka, ganun?
Parang meditation more than that, di ba? So tama ka naman. I really believe that the luxury business found me. It's not something that I wanted. Because when I started luxury, naisipin mo I had a partner before. And then nananahimik lang talaga ako. Bumili lang ako ng bag for myself for one, just to give it like a milestone. Push gift ko siya. Tapos biglang all of a sudden, tinanong niya sa akin kung gusto kong mag-live seller. Tapos kung gusto kong maging partner. So after 1 year, 2 years, everyone was saying that, hey, you're good at it. Doon ko lang siya nagustuhan. Tapos, tama ka, very contrasting siya, pero nandito na eh. Ito yung binigay ni Lord. So, ginagalingan ko na lang.
Pero kayo naniniwala ba kayong dalawa? So, kayong tanongin eh. Yung mga nangyari sa buhay nyo, di ba? Ako, grateful ako dun sa mga mischiefs or let's say, mga struggles na nangyari sa buhay ko. Looking back, parang, pag minsan may iisip mo, noong time na yon, parang maku-question mo pa nga sometimes si God eh. Na parang, why did it happen to me? I'm a good person. Pero, along the way, yung misdirection na pala na yun, mas magiging grateful ka pa kay God na kung bakit mo ginawa yon. So, meron ba kayong certain things or experiences na naaalala nyo na nangyari sa inyo? Who wants to start?
Ikaw na muna.
Alam mo,
ako kasi fresh pa eh.
yung sa akin parang na-realize ko, yung nanay ko lagi ang sinasabi, ningas kugong ka.
Ningas kurong ka?
Ningas kugon, meaning
Ningas
I only am good at the start but I never finish.
Oh, that's
ningas kugon, yeah. It's
anong language?
Ningas kugon. It's
okay.
ningas kugon. So parang ako, oh my God, parang ang ending, every time na may pupuntahan akong job, I usually end it in a span of 1 year. Then now I realized, why am I so perfect for Miss Manila Lux? It's because of the background that I eventually had. From Jollibee, customer service, to Macau as a receptionist, to ano pa ba naging trabaho ko, social media marketing, to being a call center din ng Globe, di ba? So eventually pala, lahat ng napagdaanan ko will lead me back to where I am good at. So yes, you are right that sometimes may time na, shit, anong gagawin ko sa buhay ko? Ba't na naman wala na naman ako ng trabaho? Hindi ba tama ba yung sabi ng nanay ko, naningas ko ako, na wala na akong mararating sa buhay? And then at the age of 33, ayan, na-realize ko na everything happens for a reason.
Grabe, no? Tsaka sabi mo nga na may background ka na talaga entrepreneurship eh. Before yung mga stints mo na yun. Then bumalik ka
Sa
entrepreneurship at nilagay ka sa isang business na mag-thrive ka talaga. Ako, Derek, actually,
Parang malalim yan.
hingan mo na ako malalim. A friend of mine once said, breaking is also a blessing.
Breaking is also a blessing. I like that.
Hindi pa ako nakaka-get over, quite honestly. Pero I feel like I have to go through it to learn a lesson. There are times, 4 a.m. Sorry, para akong...
Yeah.
There are nights, 4 a.m. Madaling araw. Hindi ako makatulog. Even if makatulog ako, I still feel restless.
Yeah.
And obviously, there are times that I question God. And sometimes I'm asking for a sign.
Yeah. If you're in the right track.
Pero I know, alam ko kasi na hindi naman ako pababayaan eh. There are small hints na makikita ko lang if I'm open to receive. It can be as simple as a reel about professing faith na nag-doom scrolling ako na madaling araw just to get my mind off of it.
Yeah.
Or a person na nakilala ko lang.
Yes.
That you feel that energy. And that energy is a reminder that there are still good people out there.
That's so nice, bro.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
Sorry, medyo nag-emotion ako.
It's fine.
Yeah, I'm going through it. I'm not going over it. So
It's a process. It's a
process.
process. Alam mo yun, parang, and I always believe lahat ng misdirection na nangyayari sa buhay natin is there's a deeper meaning behind it because dadalin ka niyan kung saan ka dapat talagang pumunta.
Where you need to be.
Yes. Yun lang yun. I mean, I would say, hindi ka mapupunta kung nasan ka ngayon as a luxury reseller. Tambaan ba? How do I call that ba?
Ang tawag ko lang sa sarili ko, live seller.
Oh, live seller. Whatever it is. So, basta nasa luxury segment ka. Hindi ka mapupunta doon kundi rin dahil doon sa mga part na nangyari sa buhay mo na nahiya ka nung pumapasok ka nung college. Nandun ka rin sa part na parang nagkaroon ka ng mga, I would say, not ideal relationships. Toxic relationships. And then maybe falling out with friends. Diba? Falling out with friends. Those things. Nangyayari yan kasi merong bigger things na dapat mangyari sa'yo.
Na inahanda ka na lang pala.
Correct. At saka ano yun minsan yung, ako life, may I share, very short story. How I met Bri and how we started Life Over Whiskey, it's because of redirection also. So, ako, for me lang, everything na nangyayari sa buhay ko, looking back, parang minsan maiinis. Sabi ko lang, naiinis ako, admittedly, sabi ko, Lord, ba't ganon? Ba't ganito yung nangyari? Mabait naman ako. Wala naman akong tinarantadong babae sa buhay ko. Wala naman akong ninakawan ng pera. Pero why sometimes misfortune happens to me? Pero alam mo, pagkatapos, pag nalagpasan mo, sabihin mo, yun lang pala yun. Kaya naman pala nangyari yun kasi may makikilala akong mga taong tulad nyo. Diba? Parang ganun eh. So parang I always believe na minsan lang siguro tayo as human being, medyo tayo, emotional in such a way na akala natin yung nangyayari sa ating hindi maganda is pinaparusahan tayo. Where in fact, it's already a blessing.
Yeah, and I have a tip. Every time you are having a problem, what do you think about it? Na parang, shit, parusa. Di ba yun ang iisip mo? Kaya ang bilis kong mag-resolve ng issues sa buhay ko, regardless if it's personal or business. What problem? What is this problem trying to teach me? Kasi kapag nalaman mo yung whys, may intindihan mo agad at masasagot mo at malalagpasan mo agad. Instead of going through the emotions, go deep down. Why is God giving me this problem? Ano ang problema na kailangan kong i-solve para hindi na to maulit-ulit?
So you jump automatically doon na like problem solving thinking ka agad. Kasi sometimes, di ba, like,
You need to process.
you need to process.
Yeah.
You need to feel, you need to vent.
Since
Diba?
I've been living since 15 years old and no one was saving me ever since, you become like that. You adopt to a person that you want to
Oh
be.
my gosh.
Diba? Kasi pag umiyak ako, tumawag ako, may sasagot ba?
So, nobody is there to save you. So, save yourself.
Kaya tanggalin mo na emotions mo. Kasi kung hindi, ano mangyari sa
Pero-
Pero hindi ka ba natatakot doon? Na parang you not letting yourself feel?
Oh yeah, sanay ka na sa pagiging numb.
Mm.
Yeah, parang in order for you to be here where you need to be, lalo na single mom ka, tapos talagang yung di ba wala akong pera eh, saan galing to sa zero eh. Wala kang oras mag-breakdown.
Correct. Pero, ewan ko kung ikaw nararamdaman mo to Minsan ba nararamdaman mo with all the responsibilities and all the, I would say, mga shoulder na, your heavy shoulder sa lahat ng mga nararanasan mo sa buhay mo. Minsan ba naiisip mo, yes, you're strong, pero minsan ba naiisip mo, pag ikaw tulong ka ng tulong sa iba, pero pag ikaw na yung may kailangan ng tulong, parang nasaan kayo?
Ay. Opo. Opo.
Di ba?
Oo.
Guilty as charged.
Guilty. Alam mo yung parang ang dami mong tinulungan ng tao, not because you want them to help you back,
No,
but
because...
just for them to stay.
Yes,
I just want them to stay and go through with it. And then,
Yeah,
kung kailan mo sila kailangan, wala.
wala.
So ngayon parang, hindi ko alam, I still want to be the soft and the feminine and forgiving girl that I've always used to be. But I realized I need to change in order for me to be the protector of my son.
Napakaganda nung sinabi mo. Real worthy. I love that. I love that. I
Diba?
love
Kasi
that.
dati nauuto ako eh. Tapos ang ending, I will go back na sugatan ako sa anak ko. Sinong magsasuffer? Yung anak ko. Biglang iinit ang ulo ko, biglang masisigawan. Anong kasalanan ng bata sa mundo?
Mhm.
Kaya ngayon, medyo naging tough na ako.
Okay, dahil yan ang sinabi mo sa mga ginawa mo sa buhay mo, I think this is the perfect opportunity or time to ask you, ano ba ang top 3 qualities mo?
Oh, top 3 qualities is I think I'm very adaptable.
Adaptable, okay?
Yes,
I
kahit
like
saan mo
that.
kong ilagay, kaya kong magbenta. Imagine, hindi ko pa pala nakakwento sa inyo. Nanganak ako nung sa baby ko, wala kaming pera. So pumunta ako ng Cotabato. Within 6 months, may negosyo na ako. Bakit? Kasi wala akong pambili ng diaper ng anak ko eh. So nagtuto ako sa Test the Love na mag-bake. Tapos ang ginawa ko, di pa pala uso sa kanila yung consignment, sinuyod ko lahat ng mga coffee shops and introduced them to consignment.
Wow.
So I was the supplier of banana muffins sa my Highlands Coffee. So that was a very prideful moment for me kasi kahit saan mo pala ako ibato, kaya kong mag-thrive.
Makakapag-adapt siya.
Yes, so that's the adaptability. And I
Okay.
think everyone should learn to be adaptable kasi
Okay.
napaka-fast-paced ng life, no?
Mhm.
My second best quality is, ano ba? Forgiving. I think it's still a good quality kasi yun yung nagpre-preserve ng sanity mo. And if you are a forgiving person, ang daling mag-move on. Imbes na mapunta ako at mag-focus ako sa galit dun sa taong yun. Dahil na-forgive mo na siya, nakakapag-free focus ako sa sarili ko.
So, you mean to say, sorry elaborate ko lang yun. So, you mean to say kung inaway ka ni Brian or may ginawa siya si Brian, ibig sabihin, if you forgive him, kailangan ba mapo-forget mo na rin yun?
No.
Magiging nice ka pa rin sa
no,
kanya.
you buy.
Boundaries.
Buy. Ngayon,
Boundaries.
So when you say forgiveness, how do you really forgive the person? Eh kung nasa utak mo pa rin yun.
I forgive, for example, love, di ba may mga ibang tao na pag nasaktan, gusto nilang gumante.
Yeah.
Pag finargive mo yung tao, gusto mo pa bang gumante?
Bahala ka na dyan.
Bahala ka na dyan.
No, forgiveness is not for the other person. It's for yourself.
So I think that it's a good quality of a person to have. Para yung
Yeah.
energy nila, nakafocus lang sa sarili nila.
Mm.
Minsan kasi di ba may mga tao dyan na vengeful?
Oo.
Na lagi
Yun nga
kailangan ko patunayan. mas
Dala-dala
magaling
mo
ako
yun
Ako
eh.
hindi.
Yes.
Ganito, pag inano mo ko niloko mo ko, medyo kakajutin lang kita ng konti.
Pero diba, don't you think na sayang yung oras kakaisip dun?
yeah, of course,
Diba?
of course.
So, I think
don't give enough energy.
Yes.
Ah.
And then last na I think good quality ko is, ito yung pinaka-hot topic ko sa sarili ko.
Mm.
I am resilient, but I don't want my child to be a resilient one.
Uy. Naku, paki-explain mo nga yan. Gusto ko, paki-explain mo sa low barkada natin yan. Medyo mahirap intindihin yan.
Okay, di ba resiliency
bakit?
is built on a person's personality. Once every problem, kinaya niya at nag-stand up siya. Gusto mo ba yung anak mo pagdaanan yung sarili, yung pinagdaanan mo? At
Siyempre,
tawagin
hindi.
siyang resilient?
Hindi, syempre.
Hindi. So, I'm proud that I am a resilient person. That's why I don't want anyone to be as resilient as me. Kasi yung pinagdaanan ko, hindi naman madali.
Mic drop?
Mic drop, oo.
Ang galing, ang galing mo.
Parang naisip ko lang, I remembered that part ng movie ng Finding Nemo.
Sino doon sa part na yun?
Yung part na if you don't want anything to happen to him, then nothing would ever happen to him. In relation to what you're saying, I think resiliency is your way. Ayaw mo siya maging resilient because you want to protect him sa hirap ng buhay. Pero he's gonna still go through things.
Yeah.
He's still gonna be resilient. Ayaw mo lang siya mahirapan.
Pero pansin mo, sino ba ang sinasabihan ng resilient? Yung mga survivor, yung mga maraming pinagdaanan. Kaya nag-chat GPT ako. I was asking, I was looking for the same. Sabi ko, ano ba yung resiliency na hindi masama? Perseverance.
Perseverance.
Okay.
Okay. Mga low barkada.
Differentiation, ha?
Sina-chat GPT ko talaga siya. Kasi everyone admires my resiliency but I hate it.
Pero alam mo ba ngayon, may nakita akong quality mo.
Ano yun, love?
Hindi, alam mo ko ano.
Ano?
Kaya malakas tong bumenta. Because she's honest.
Honest.
Raw, authentic,
Honesty
honest.
goes a
Real
long
talk.
way.
Kasi tingnan mo, parang sa kanya, even markup nga niya, sinasabi niya. Gets mo? I mean, for a normal business person, hindi mo gagawin yun.
You're crazy.
Oo, diba? Hindi mo gagawin yun.
Normal business
Pero
person,
yun,
yeah.
naging advantage pa niya. So I think that is your strongest asset or I would say a character. Yan.
Looking
Yun na.
back.
Kasi alam mo yun parang ganito yan If open book ka din, wala na magagamit against sa'yo.
Totoo yan.
Di ba?
Agree ako dyan.
Di ba? Pero may limitation.
May limitation
pa rin.
Kwentong mental health. So, ikaw, kamusta ang mental health mo?
So these are life cards. And may question dito, mamimili ka ng isa. After reading it out loud, inom ka muna and then you answer the question.
No problem, sir. Sir,
Ano kaya? Oh, sir.
Sir, talaga.
Sir.
Ay, ano ang isang bagay na normal sa mata ng lipunan pero sa tingin mo ay toxic? Oh my God, I would shot.
Okay, yan. Okay,
Ang
nahirapan
tingin mo
siya.
toxic talaga sa lipunan pero para sa
Keeping
iba.
family just to have a family.
Nako, controversial po
Controversial
ito.
yan
Diba?
But I would agree 100%.
In fairness, smooth.
Salamat, Charles and James.
Hindi ako gumanon. Nice yan.
From Scotland.
Oh, nice.
Under Emperador.
So expound.
Expound. Diba? For example, we were raised in a society where family first matters. Na kahit na ginagago ka na, binubugbog ka na, minamaliit ka na, at sila pa yung pinaka-source ng sadness
Pain and
misery mo. Ang iisipin lagi pa ano yan, patawarin mo kasi kapatid mo, patawarin mo kasi nanay mo. Tapos parang dahil doon, anong nagagawa nito sa next na society natin that, hey, it's okay to be bad kasi pamilya mo naman, papatawarin ka ulit. Where is the growth and accountability and the change and the stop of the trauma ends kung hindi mo itaalisin yung sarili mo dun sa pamilya mo?
And I agree with her because kung yung tao nga let's just say, use an example kapatid. Kung ang kapatid mo nga, willing gawin sa'yo yung hindi magandang bagay. Tapos ikaw, parang, sige, patawarin mo lang. Parang, ano yun? You can just get away with it. Parang, not to be exage, it's like you killed the person or you stole, let's say, 1 million pesos from someone na yun lang ang pera niya. Tapos biglang papatawarin mo lang na gano'n. Di ba? Parang, sometimes, ang hirap din pag walang justice. That's just me, ha?
Minsan nagiging reason na excuse pala. Nagiging excuse na lang na okay lang papatawarin niya ako kasi family ko naman siya.
And I think that's the reason why our teenagers right now have very, very low mental capacity na madaming mahina ngayon
Yeah.
And I think it's because yung walang nagko-call out dun sa mga family members.
Correct. At saka tayo, ewan ko ha, siguro, hindi ko lang kasi different age group tayo. Pero ako, never akong umiiwas sa argument. Hindi ako war freak ha. Hindi ako war freak. Pero hindi ako umiiwas sa argument kung kailangan. Kasi parang ganito yan eh. Minsan, for example, let's say partner mo. Partner mo or business partner na lang. For example, let's say, kunyari, kami na lalibray. Kunyari, let's say, meron ako hindi nagustuhan ang ginawa niya. Should I let it pass? Or kausapin ko siya dapat? Depende kasi sa purpose mo eh. Kung ang purpose mo is being constructive about it, although pag naging constructive ka, masakit. I would still choose that kesa sa ipagpaliban ko.
And worse, tiptoe around one another.
Correct.
May nararamdaman mo ng energy pero walang
on eggshells.
Pero depende rin yun sa receiving end kasi minsan, ang feeling din ng receiving end, walking on eggshells siya.
True.
So, ano rin yan eh. Parang feeling ko pakiramdaman kung yung tao kayang i-take yung pagiging straightforward mo at i-take niya as good or constructive yung sasabihin mo, then dapat siguro yung mga arguments hindi iniiwasan. That's just my take ha. I could be wrong. Kayo, anong take yung dalawa?
I think you became like that because you had a single mother who really supported you. Pero what if nasa toxic family ka that once you open your mouth, mali ka na agad just because mas bata ka?
Makes sense. So, anong ginawa mo?
Lumayas.
Hindi po namin pinapromote maglayas, ha?
Baka sabihin naman ng mga ano natin
baka
dyan.
Baka maraming keyboard warriors dyan, ha?
Keyboard warriors. Pinapromote namin lumayas.
I mean,
diba?
what's the best way?
Yeah, I mean, kung ako, for me, I think in that situation, kasi ano yun eh, it's either kainin ka na lang ng
Buhay,
sistema,
yes.
ng buhay, or anyway, masira ka na lang, di ba? Ang ending nga niyan is, you could take your own life. In a way. Kasi di ba may mga ibang tao na parang kapag hindi kaya yung problema, yun na lang ang nire-resort nila eh, di ba? Or yung iba naman, yun yung nagiging gasolina sila. So iba-ibang tao eh, iba-iba. Diba?
Realize ko rin ngayon, ang dami ng broken na tao because the abuse starts within the family. Ngayon na nag-aaral ako ng psychology, books pa lang, hindi pa ako nag-enroll, na-realize ko pala na kapag yung pinaka-parents mo or pinaka-primary caregiver mo, yung hindi ka feeling safe, ang daming nag-spiral out na trust issues, mommy issues, daddy issues, just because you don't feel safe in your house.
In your own home.
Yes. Kaya bye, layas tayo. O hindi ko pinopromote.
Hindi natin may iwasan eh. Like, it's different every person has a different situation eh.
And different characters din. Tayong lahat. Kumbaga, how you handle a problem, we're all different. Diba? And depende rin kung paano tayo shinape ng mundo. Diba?
Exactly. Interesting conversation. Pero mabalik tayo, no? Now that you've been doing this business, gaano katagal mo na siya ginagawa?
With my partner, I started 2020. And then, alone, I just started April 30.
Teka, bakit naging alone? Nagkasulian ba ng kandila dito?
Oo, hindi ko na-gets yung kandila. Nagdala talaga ako ng kandila nung araw na yun. Nagkasulian ng kandila because nagkamali ako. Ako yung nagkamali. Hindi ko naprotektahan yung sarili ko. Wala akong kontrata.
Okay.
Now I realize.
So, ano ba? End of friendship na yan?
Yes.
Paano to pag napanood niyo tong podcast na to?
Hi.
So, you set up your own shop?
Yes, I set up my own shop because sabi mo nga sila nagsabi na in the breaking there is.
Breaking is also a blessing.
Yes. Kasi hindi ko na-expect love na magbe-break kami. Akala ko forever na kami. Alam mo yung bakit pinakamasakit? Hindi yung business na nag-ganon eh. Yung pagkakaibigan na nawala. Mas masakit siya sa breakup. Tama ba? Can you relate?
Bakit nakatingin siya? Fresh pay.
Pero alam mo, karamihan, I would say 80% na pag magkaibigan nag-business together, ang ending talaga minsan hindi maganda. Sabi nga nila, kung meron kang close friend, huwag mo isama sa negosyo. Kasi eventually, kaaway mo na yun. And eto galing to sa mga taong alam kong talagang nasa taas na. However, may mga iba naman na nakikita ko about 20% na nagsasucceed. Pero itong 20% na to, pag nag-succeed, sobrang taas naman ng success rate.
Ano kayang sikreto nila?
Ayun na nga, alamin kaya natin.
Alamin natin yan. Pero alam mo, speaking of yung parang, alam mo yun, sa success talaga, pag kaibigan mo, parang there's a slim chance for it to be successful. I think because familiarity yan, parang pamilya, di ba? Pamilya o kaibigan mo nakasama sa negosyo. Because, again, kapag may nagawang mali, parang you immediately have that bias na gusto mong patawarin agad.
Or i-call out mo.
I mean, yes, you can call out. Pero nagkakaroon ng pattern eh.
Yeah.
And sometimes pattern of abuse na hindi mo siya makikita not unless you get out of it.
True.
If I make sense.
Same na nangyari sa kanya. Exactly. Yung sinasabi mo, yun na yun.
Hindi mo makita eh.
Kaya
Kasi when you're
umalis ka
so
diba?
close into it, tapos wala ka pang actual clear pinanghahawakan, ano ba talagang role ko dito? Ano ba expected mo sa akin?
Exactly.
Ano ba expected ko sa'yo? Kung walang clear dahil nga masyado kayong close, family, friends, that's why mas malaki yung chance na for it to fail.
Tama ka. I think as we became closer, as nawala yung boundaries sa business, as nawala.
Pero alam mo, Direk, highly likely na yung sinasabi mong 20% na magkaibigan nag-succeed sa business is because meron silang other friends na nakanegosyo nila na nag-fail. Kasi natuto na sila sa mistakes nila in the past.
Makes sense. Yes.
Gut feel ko lang
Yeah. Pwede. Pero napansin nyo ba, ngayong may edad na tayo?
Mga
ngayon,
25 years old.
Hindi, parang before, hindi ko alam ito yung weird eh. Kasi di ba usually habang tumatanda ka, tumatalino ka. So pag tumatalino ka, humahaba ang pasensya mo. Kasi dapat mas understanding ka na sa situation.
Okay.
Pero itong era na to, or ako na lang, I'm speaking for myself. I don't know with the two of you, ha? Ako ngayon, parang if you don't connect or wala tayong same energy, don't waste my fucking time. That's me. Kasi parang for me, my time is precious. Kasi at the end of the day, kung kunin tayo ni Lord bigla, I might as well spend it with someone that I really love or I really like, di ba? Or I care about. So parang kayo, ano nyo? Parang gano'n na ba kadaling mag-let go sa inyo ng tao? That's sabi niya. Paki-close up nyo. Yes.
I'm proud of it. Kasi parang dati, ang hirap na hirap tayo, feeling natin, walang abundance of new friends.
Yes.
Akala natin, nanghihinayang tayo sa pinagsamahan, pero hindi natin naiisip na ilang taon din tayong ginaganon.
Yeah.
Ngayon, parang okay, parang one round, tama na. Ayoko naman tumayo.
As you grow older, you grow wiser.
Yeah.
As you grow wiser, you set boundaries nga.
Okay.
Para hindi ka din maabuso. Because what you value most right now as you grow older is your peace of mind.
Pero hindi mo nakita doon, umiksi na pasensya natin.
Kasi preserving your energy na eh.
Okay.
Diba? Preserving your energy ka na eh.
Different take. Just like what happened to my office before. Di umiksi yung pasensya mo, love. Tumalino ka lang mag-identify ng patterns ng tao. Diba? Ay, 1, 2, 3. Ay, same to buy. Ganun na yun.
Ay, parang there's a high chance na gawin mo din kung ano ginawa sa akin. So,
yes.
I don't need to take the risk anymore.
I think it's not the patience that nauubos sa atin, love. It's really about, yung tama ka, preserving energy. Pag nakita mo na yung pattern mo, bakit uulit ka pa na naman?
Hindi ba yaan ang gagaling yung take yung dalawa? It's because of ego? Like for example, hindi ba na I've reached a certain success in my life so hindi nyo na pwede sa akin gawin yan? Na dati pumapayag kang gawin sa'yo.
I love your question.
Diba?
I love your question.
Sagutin nyo yan. Dige.
Sa akin, it's not about ego. It's about what he said, protecting your mental peace. That if I know this person has a chance of getting into my head again, na ngayon na okay na ako ulit, hahayaan ko ba yun? Ikaw.
Will you let that person, sometimes the same person, diba? To invade your peace?
So ano to? Unblock? Block? Ano ba to? I-block na? Unfollow? Ano
Unfollow
to?
muna siguro.
Ay, matapang ako, block agad.
Block
Goodbye.
agad.
Block agad, no?
Block agad. Kasi bakit?
Ako dati, alam mo, lagi tinuturo sa akin ni nanay ko. Ako mabait talaga nanay ko. Sabi ni nanay ko, anak, pag may nang ganito sa'yo, hayaan mo lang, babalik din sa kanya yan. Ganyan, diba? I mean,
Karma,
typical magulang. Diba? Ganyan naman, syempre. Pero ako, iba. Batuhan mo ako ng energy na ganyan. Ibabato ko rin sa'yo energy. Hindi naman ibig sabihin nun is parang, kunyari, siniraan mo ko, sisiraan kita. Hindi. Ang ibig ko sabihin doon, siniraan mo ko, ang gagawin ko simple lang. Pag may nagtanong sa akin tungkol sa'yo, hindi ako magbibigay ng good review sa'yo. Hindi din ako magbibigay ng bad. Bahala nang umintindi nagtanong sa akin. Kaya may sinasabi ko,
that person can read between the lines.
yeah, jumab pa rin ako. Pero hindi kita talagang, alam mo yung sinabi ka, loloko naman yan, walang kwenta. Hindi ko gagawin yun. But ngayon, nandun ako sa stage ng buhay ko na, okay, instead na kung okay tayo, ang galing yan tao na yan, kunin mo yan. Ngayon hindi na.
Alam mo bakit? actually good practice yun na parang you don't say anything bad pa din kahit paano dahil babalik din sa yun the same energy pero nare-realize ko lang na walang baho na hindi aalingasaw.
Totoo naman yun.
No matter how much perfume you put on yourself, pero di ka naligo na isang linggo, maaamoy ka pa din I guess mo, no matter how much you put on, like, to cover up, malalaman ng mga tao yung totoo.
Tama ka. Pero kasi alam mo minsan, yung sinasabi natin, we can forgive but we can't forget. No, we can forgive but we can't forget. Pero alam mo kasi minsan parang sinasabi, lahat ng tao ngayon tatapang na. So ano ibig sabihin ang tatapang ng mga tao? Parang, sige,
explain.
I can just get away with it.
Yeah.
So ibig sabihin, assholing kita, papahiyain kita sa maraming tao, tas pwede lang, ang katapat nun, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Mental health
I was just excited at that time.
I was depressed.
Di ba? Parang, for me, that's not fair. Parang you don't have the right to do that to another person. So, yun yung yun yung parang, kaya ako minsan meron ako talagang mentality na do unto others. Ano nga yun? Do unto others?
Don't do unto others.
Don't do unto others.
The golden rule.
Di na natin alam lahat.
What you don't want others to do unto you.
Oh, yun. Di ba? Parang gano'n. Parang pag binato ka ng bato, batohin mo na mas malaking bato. No, but kidding aside, so, ikaw ba, happy ka? Happy ka ngayon
where you are
right now? Sa lahat ng I'm sure may pinagdadaanan ka pa rin.
Yung araw na pinagpunta mo, yung araw na pagpunta mo doon, ang sarap-sarap, it still echoes on me. First time I heard someone said to me na, mahalin mo yung anak mo kasi yung anak mo na yan, magiging loyal yan sa'yo hanggang huli. It still echoes to my mind. Kasi tama kami pinagdadaanan ko, pero set that aside, I'm very happy. Because hindi ko na kailangan mag-isip kung saan ako kukuha ng papakain ko sa anak ko. Alam ko na hindi na namin pagdadaanan ng anak ko yung pinagdaanan namin dati. So, with that, knowing that, I'm happy na ako Talagang, isipin mo, from 5 pesos na tuyo, na ngayon yung tuyo is delicacy to me, and delicacy na lang, ang sarap. Yung happiness, I realized that it's not fleeting. Di ba sinasabi nila fleeting ang happiness? Hindi. Once you have the right perspective, every day you are happy.
Napakaganda. So, ano ang takeaway mo for our topic, and ano yung mapapayo mo rin sa mga kalobarkada and sa mga kawiski natin na single mom, or sabihin natin nasa mga edad pa lang na college na nahihiya sila kasi wala silang pera? Anong payo mo sa kanila?
For the single moms out there, I am here in front of a wonderful man who was raised by a single mom too. So kaya natin. Hindi tayo nahuhuli, hindi tayo kulang. Kasi meron akong nakikitang tao na maayos naman pala napalaki ng isang nanay na kahit na mag-isa. Para sa mga taong walang pera, kumayod lang kayo at bukas may pera rin. Para sa mga taong nahihiya kung nasan sila ngayon, pagigihan mo pa. Kasi ibig sabihin, hindi pa yan yung dulo. Hindi pa tayo dulo. Pero hindi ka pwedeng humilata, hindi ka pwedeng tamarin. Kailangan mong kumayod bago ka makapunta sa gusto mong puntahan.
Wow. That's so beautiful.
Grabe, Direk. This is a very enjoyable episode.
I know.
My brain is working 100%. Sobrang thought-provoking and hopefully marami po kayong napulot na aral. Ako, Direk, honestly, if I were to share my takeaway, it's just, you'll never know what you're gonna get in life. But whatever that is, it's meant for you. Living life does not mean you get to just experience the good ones. But also, the not so good ones, yun yung nagbibigay ng flavor ng buhay At yung mga struggles na yun, naranasan din ni Steph, yung mga struggles na yun yung magbibigay ng spice to your life. And you'll look back one day thinking, naranasan ko yun kasi it allowed me to become who I am today. How about you, Derek? What's your takeaway?
Alam mo ako, ang takeaway ko, habang nagkukwento siya, pumapasok sa isip ko yung nanay ko. Nanay ko tsaka asawa ko. Parang naisip ko na tayo, as a human being, or as men na lang, no? Huwag na natin isama yung mga babae, men. ang role natin dito sa mundo is siguro mas maging gentleman tayo. Mas wag tayong maging irresponsible. Alam mo yung parang gagawa tayo ng pamilya, tapos at the end of the day, iiwan mo lang yung pamilya.
Yung pananagutan, di ba?
Yung pananagutan. Kasi magkakaroon yun ng effect how they grow up. It so happen lang na itong taong to is matatag, matibay, resilient nga, di ba? Resilient. So, paano kung yung tao hindi resilient? Di ba? So, whatever we do as men, always do it with caution. Kasi kung hindi mo rin lang paninindigan, hindi mo rin lang bibigyan ng tamang care and love, huwag mo nang gawin. Yun yung pinaka nag-stick sa utak ko for tonight's episode.
Grabe, ang dami. Steph, saka ba nila makikita? Alam ko may podcast ka rin. Please do so. Share mo naman sa ating mga ka-whiskey, mga kalobarkada. Invite na ba kami dyan?
Invite. Pupunta tayo. Sige. So yeah. So you can follow me with Miss Manila Lux. This is my buy, sell, layaway, authenticate, and consignment shop wherein you can buy secondhand luxury goods at an affordable price but brand new condition. I also have Lux Pond Manila bags. This is the pawn shop for your bags. If ever you need money, send us your bag. We'll take care of it. And it's only as low as 5% interest. Your bags is safe with us until you are ready to get your bag again. And we will be launching Borrowed Lux Manila soon. Wherein, if you cannot afford the bag yet, you can rent it with us.
First in the Philippines yan.
Renting ng luxury bags?
Yeah.
First yan.
Nice.
Kasi di ba uso rent ng camera? Ito rent ng bag.
Tapang tayo doon.
Diba?
Nabugbog na tayo ng totoong buhay. Ano na lang ang pera, di ba?
Diba?
And thank you so much for inviting me here.
Oh, thank you. It's a pleasure for us.
As in, ang ganda ng energy natin. Wala tayong masabi.
I know. Grabe. Free-flowing siya.
And with that, mga ka-whiskey, mga kalobarkada, thank you for watching. Check out our videos, yung mga past namin episodes sa lahat ng social media platforms. And we will see you on the next one. Cheers, guys.
Cheers!
Usually, pag naka-whiskey ka,
mas open ka.
Stay pogs.
Stay pogs, guys.
Podcast na naman with Gerald at Brian. Aral lang pulutan sa inuman at kwentuhan. Pinagsamang veterano, parehong talentado. Ihanda ang may katbaso sa lames at intabado.
Big Eyes Production.